tonight. Got it from lowcostbeer.com, and it's Bliss IPA resinous from the Oskar Blues Brewery. It's a hazy India Pale Ale. 7.2% ABV. Oh, get in. And does it say it's on the tin? Oskar Blues Brewery from Longmont County, Brevard, NC, Austin in Texas. Yeah, I probably said some of that wrong, but it's in Texas anyway. That I do know. So there we go. Bliss. Right, let's crack open the Bliss. I've been looking on low cost websites and I'm not actually seeing this on there. It's not on there at the moment, anyway, but obviously we know what low cost beer is like. Beers come and go with some rapidity. So there we go. Let me angle the camera so we can actually see the beer itself. Saves me having to tell people. So yeah, Oskar Blues Brewery from America. American beer review. So orangey pour, little white head, 7.2%. So good ABV. Lovely nose on it. Lovely tropical nose. Good evening, mate. Yeah, beautiful tropical nose on this. Yeah. I'll not get a bollocking for the next 15 minutes, and then I will get a bollocking when the wife comes. You still down that bloody shed? I'm cooking dinner as well. I'm sure it's for the fourth or fifth night running. I'm cooking dinner. Hey, text Mick. She's cooking Christmas Day dinner. Although banging something in the oven and doing a bit of mashed potato and a bit of gravy is not really cooking dinner in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, we can all do that side of dinner. So it looks a lovely pour. Gotta be honest, it looks amazing. So cheers, everyone. 7.2%. Does say resinous on the front of the can. I'm not sure if that's the actual name or it's just Bliss IPA and they've stuck resinous on it. I do wonder sometimes with the American beers where they add loads of different things on. I've got another can over there and it's got that much on the front and it's like, what's the chuffing name of the beer? And as with most IPAs like this, the Juice Fest ones, you can never tell what the chuffing ABV is because because it's juicy, you can't tell. So you could be drinking something that's 10% and you'll never know. I've got to do 2 early beer reviews tomorrow because we're out. Oh yeah, now the resin's coming through, kicking in nicely. And I might even get away with another sneaky beer review or 2 up the house. Yeah, the juicy ones can be. I've had some tippers or triple IPAs, and you drink them and you think, Jesus Christ, tastes like a 5%er. Then you walk in about 2 minutes later and you think, Jesus, that's walloped me. And they are, good flavour to it. I think my second or third beer from Oskar Blues Brewery. It's amazing that when we went over to America in 2013, there was not like today's craft beer scene. You go in the supermarkets and it was Blue Moon. It was Blue Moon in the and I picked up a case of Blue Moon, like 9 different bowls. And then you've got an aisle of Budweiser, and it's like, Jesus Christ, these people like their Budweiser. And nowadays, the craft beer explosion, strongest IPA. I think about 11.5 to be fair. No, not a Christmas beer. No Christmas beer. I am going to do a bit. I might do a beer review from the kitchen later. Yeah, only because I can't be asked to walk down to the shed. You know how it is when at a certain time of night it's like I'm not going out in the cold again. I hate the kitchen for doing beer reviews because the light is utter shite in the kitchen, and I don't think my phone works great in the kitchen I have got my Chromebook working again. So I may in the kitchen revert back to the Chromebook and use that. Good evening, Adam. Yeah, Christmas. That run into Christmas. We actually did our Christmas shopping quite early. There's a couple of bits left to get. And as much as I hate Amazon for being what they are bloody handy for Christmas shopping, because of their next day delivery or even same day delivery, you know. And we live near in Mansfield near us. There's a mega, and I'm talking a mega Amazon warehouse. They even have buses to pick the Amazon workers up. And it's great for us because it means we're not far away. So I assume that's around the country now. There are these mega Amazon places. So yeah, they don't pay a lot of taxes, but at least they're fueling the economy. Bloody adverts. I know I can't stand adverts. Pisses me off. I'm trying to edit my own beer reviews, and it's like these fucking adverts. Pardon my French. Oh. So, nice, juicy, tropical beer from Oskar Blues Brewery, based in Texas. I will be going out tomorrow night to sample some beers. We're going to have a nice meal. We're going to sample some beers in and around Sherwood. Hopefully get some nice beers on the agenda. I'm going to try and do some reviews while I'm sitting with the wife. She'll love it. Yeah, as you do. Yeah, she'll definitely love the reviews. But well, you can't win them all, can you? Yeah. There's a couple of pubs in Sherwood I've never been in as well, so I need to add them to my list of beer places, and just to get a few newbies in before Christmas. I am hoping to go out on Christmas Eve, or even the Thursday. Go out on the Thursday, take the wife, take my youngest son, go out to a couple of pubs and do a bit of a Colorado, not Texas, is it? So I don't know if you can read, but on the tin it says Austin, Texas. There, Adam. Strange, isn't it? Sherwood Forest. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you can see that, on the tin. But I'll go with what you're saying. There may be more. They may have another brewery. Yeah, we've got a Green King pub near us, and I'm not really a big fan of Green King, for reasons. But there's a Green King pub literally 500 yards that way, or maybe 600 yards, and it's not far anyway. 10 minutes walk, if that. And they have a lot of cask ales on from Castle Rock, from all over, and yeah, a good selection of beers from not just Green King stuff, but even Castle, some decent beers from all over. They've got a lot of Christmas beers at the moment. So I'm tempted tomorrow. I need tomorrow night to work out where to drink tomorrow night. That's going to be quiet and drink some stuff that I've not had before, and maybe do a sneaky beer review, maybe, or at least sign in and let people know that you're out there and drinking. Although I still can't stand Untapped. I had to sign back into the app tonight just to check out what was beers were on at local pubs. Weird to set the wife out for a meal. Ah, right, yeah, so it is in Texas then. They're not lying. Yeah, that's good then. So, what's everybody doing for Christmas? Are we stopping at home? Are we going out? Let's hope we don't want no bloody the brewery industry, the pub industry needs Christmas Day and Boxing Day, because they are big, big days for taking money. You know, everyone eating out as well. Bishop Finger on tap. That's good, isn't it? I've never seen any Shepherd Neame beers on tap, but I don't suppose I live in the right. See, my wife don't want to go into Nottingham. I'd love to go into Nottingham, the city centre, and have a meal down there, get a decent restaurant. But we've just learned that one of the restaurants I was keen on going to, that the menu was absolutely shite. Colorado's the main right here. Yeah, the menu's shit, and it's trying to get somewhere that's not. I don't mind paying money, but I don't want to go somewhere where it's crowded with fucking people. You know, I'm not scared of COVID, but we don't want to any of us to get ill before Christmas. You know, and certainly not bring it to my family, my little grandchildren, because obviously you don't know, do you? I mean, there's that thing where if you don't believe in it, yeah, but you don't want that sort of stuff on your doorstep. Although my son's joking tonight, he had COVID a few weeks ago, and he's joking tonight, oh, I've got, you know, about symptoms, and I'm thinking, don't start that shit. You know, we don't want that on the doorstep at Christmas. Although he sits in his bedroom all night anyway and doesn't really talk, so. Yeah, I mean, I want to go to the pubs in January, because if it's quiet, then in some ways it's good for me to go to the pubs, especially if I'm working on. I think I've only got one garden throughout the months of spring. I know it's this risk, isn't it? Whether you like it, whether you believe it or not, you don't want to bring that shit to your doorstep, and that's the worry. And I mean, I've got a friend who's in Disney in Orlando at the moment, and he's having a great time there. And I wish I was there with him. Welcome back, Thomas. I think Boris and Rishi know that we can't afford to knacker up. Mistletoe Mafia. Hey, that's a new one. I've not heard that one before. Season's greetings to you as well. I do apologise. The chat just disappears so quick. Yeah, if you have got a vulnerable family. So, oh, enjoying this. It's not as resinous. You know, when you say resinous on the front of the can, I thought it would be more resinous, but it's not. But it's an easy drinking, tropical, juicy beer from Oskar Blues Brewery. And it's nice to see what the Americans are doing. I do hear so much about the Americans. I did see one day, and I'm sure it was on Low Cost, where he had some barmy, I think it was a chicken beer, some fried chicken beer. And whether I was dreaming about it, I don't know, or whether I'm mistaken, because these things happen, you know, get mistaken all the time. Yeah, first thing in the morning. But I'm sure I've had that someone's done a some fried chicken ale, which sounds absolutely balmy. God knows what it tastes like. And you know, it's nice to see what the Yanks are doing, and seeing how they're pushing the boat. But yeah, a nice tropical IPA. And it's nice to have something that's not out of an advent calendar that I can't control, and not Christmassy for a change. So it's nice. Yeah. After Christmas, lots of cider reviews, because I've got a shitload of cider to review. But you know, I need to vary my reviews a lot more often. I've got a big cider on the back wall behind me, but I don't touch it because I'll be steaming. Mixing beers, not good at all. So Make sure I ain't ignored anyone, because the chat sometimes, like it has, it's disappeared. It had. Government in Isle of Man says nothing closes. Yes, mate. I ain't got a PO box now. Well, it is Christmas. I mean, you work all year for Christmas. I work all year for Christmas. I've seen that in Nottingham, Adam, with Liquid Light and the Interstellar Galactic. 700 beers, 4 minutes, gone. Bang the Elephant, a free pack of beers, 25 quid for 3 beers. One of them was an Emperor's Brewery. One was a collab with, I think it was a shop called, some online shop called Left Field. And one was their amazing Lumiere. 25 quid, 3 minutes, and they sold out in 3 minutes. And you're like, Jesus, power of the internet. Big beers that have got a following, sell fast. And this is why you brew a lot more. Because if you think to yourself, if it's going to sell, instead of brewing enough for 700 cans, let's brew 5,000 cans. Because the money you're going to make back, wow. Cask 6X. Ooh. That is, 6X is really, really nice. That's a proper Christmassy beer. Westerns don't usually make bad cider, to be fair. Makes you wonder if there was an issue somewhere along the line. Yeah, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? Six X was in B&M Bargains last year. Yeah, I got it from there. And they are a good company normally. So, orangey pour, Whitehead. Tropical nose, hint of resin in the background. A lovely juicy pour. Juicy pour, touch of resin, but not too much. Bit of a surprise, really, from a beer that's got resinous on it. That's what it says on the can. You'd expect a little bit more resin. I've had some beers that are so heavy on resin that you're like, Jesus Christ, that's a bit too much. Stone's go-to IPA. That was ridiculously resinous. Eight bottles down the drain. Ooh. Amazon, though, are good for refunds, especially. I'll give you an example. I was building my son's computer. It was a fucking nightmare. I kind of put something in the wrong way round. It blew a power supply. So they sent a different power supply out. All's good. And we were waiting for the memory. We were waiting all night. We sat there at home waiting. Delivery time, delivery slots there. We're thinking, oh, here we go. Delivery slot. Sitting there, delivered. I thought, no, it fucking isn't. Because we're in the house waiting. Message them, says, you put delivered. Ain't nothing delivered because we're sat here waiting. So anyway, they refunded us the 130 quid. It was DDR4, the RAM. Not cheap. And anyway, so in the end, we went down to Curry's, got some of this DDR4 RAM. I think it was DDR4 anyway. And then a few days later, next door, post for our letterbox, DDR4 RAM that they posted for his letterbox by mistake. And it's like, yeah, cheers, Amazon. Good lads. And yeah. Well, it wasn't even worth. Yeah, it was a fucking bonus. Good evening, Greg. How are you, matey? How's the advent calendar going? Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? These advent calendars aren't easy. Try doing two a night. It's a killer. You know, sometimes you think, oh God, I've got to review them bloody beers out of the advent calendar, and it gets you by the bollocks. Sometimes you don't fancy doing something you don't know. Yeah, I've not seen Strong for a long time. I've got his email address, to be fair. I might have to email him and see if he's okay. Yeah. I'll go back in my emails and find it. Yeah. Advent calendars are both great because you don't know what you're drinking, but they're also a shitbag because you're forced to drink something that then you crack it open, you look and you think, oh shit, I don't fancy this beer. It's a weak beer. I want something stronger. And, you know, or it's not a style I'm interested in. So there's good and bad sides to advent calendars, which is the thing, isn't it? You know, it is what it is. I mean, I did 21 Poacher's Ale. Do you mean Poacher's Choice? Badgers. Um, I did a gin calendar the other year, and oh God, one day there was a Christmas gin in it, and it was the most vile fucking thing. No, that was low cost. Yeah, I'm going back on low cost next year. Yeah, if they have an advent calendar next year, and I'll message him. Oh yeah, Northern mince pie. That does sound down my street. That does. It does. And yeah, I'll definitely go down the low cost route next week. Can't fault it when somebody makes a mistake. Yeah, yeah. They're quite cute in Nottingham. They take a photo when you've got the beer. Yeah. Although one of my neighbours had my low cost beer order, went to the wrong address, and he, his family actually was quite honest. Yeah. Although when I went to the door, I knocked on the door and says, "Excuse me." I knocked on the door and it's like, "Who the fuck's knocking at the door?" And I could hear this through the door, and I'm like, "Whoa!" They did have a calendar, but they didn't do it till very, very late. Yeah. Yeah, so I could hear this girl saying through the door, like, she was fucking abusive on the other side of the door. And I got there and I could hear everything she said. And she passed me this box. And it's like, fucking hell. You need to watch what you're saying on the other side of the door, duck. Um, yeah, brain dead girl. But, so, don't know if I even gave it a score. Did I give it a score? I can't remember now. Fucking hell. Too busy yakking. Gotta go up the house because I'm feeling intoxicated now. Another beer review later. Yay! Won't be alive because I'll get a bollocking. Cano Bliss IPA, Oskar Blues Brewery. 7.2%. Yep. 7.2% alcohol content. I didn't get the resin. I got some of the resonance, but I thought it would be more resonance from low cost beer. Totally enjoyed it. Lovely beer, to be fair. Nice to be drinking American beers. Make sure you check them out because they are a site that now and again have some absolute pearlers. Beers that are silly prices for cheap. Oh, yeah. Oh, I do lives totally random. Yeah, sometimes I'll do a live at 11 o'clock. Yeah, and yeah, sometimes pissed up beer reviews as well. These things happen. Yeah. I try not to do pissed up beer reviews these days. Yeah, that's why I've got no wine in those spirits because I don't get pissed up too much. Although I did have a nice pint of mango wine last night. I think it was apple and mango. I ain't got a fucking clue what it's called. My name in English, Billy. But anyway, yeah. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.3. It was an enjoyable, juicy, tropical, juicy IPA. One of those that you don't get the ABV. It tastes like 5%, hits you like a brick, proper good. And that's my review. Got to run up the house because bollockings will ensue. if she's at home. If she's home already. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for joining in. See you soon. Cheers.